So the cost of missing out has a capital T in it, and that's yes, in US dollars terms. It's a whopping negative 1.19 trillion USD opportunity cost of missing out on this opportunity. Greetings and peace be upon you all. This is Joseph from the PriceDetector. Welcome again. Today we prepared a couple of slides on the Grayscale Decentralized AI Fund, how that impacts retail, i.e. the rest of us, and how to ride the AI tsunami. Let's get started. So this material is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Please do your own research before making any investment decisions. So AI, isn't that just dead already? Isn't that a fad or a fleeting trend? Let's try and take a closer look today. And let's backtrack a bit. And let's talk pure investment strategy. Shouldn't anyone just base his investment decisions solely on random tweets from a celebrity or person of authority? Well, if you've been in this space long enough, you ought to know better. However, this isn't set in stone. It isn't a hard and fast rule. Tweets may indeed signal valid market trends, especially when they're echoed by multiple unrelated sources over a period of time. So some tweets may indeed be a green flag for you. Alright, so you say AI is big, it's gaining momentum, but is it really here to stay? There's only one way to find out, and that's by asking the market. You know the saying that goes that the proof is in the pudding? Well, the pudding in our case is the market itself. So here's the pudding. NVIDIA. It's basically the infrastructure provider for most of the AI development in the past decade or so, or even more. So it's now considered to be the biggest company in the US. So here's NVIDIA's 5-year chart. Just the pure growth from the 14th of October up to today, that's more than a 10x. And we're talking 2 years. And this is not even crypto here. So one can only extrapolate what the next 5 to 10 years may look like for NVIDIA and for AI as a whole. It's gaining in size as well and market share. So let's take a closer look into Grayscale's Decentralized AI Fund, which is our main point of focus today. But Grayscale, you may ask, who are they? Well, they're a digital asset management firm specializing in cryptocurrency investment products. They were founded in 2013. You may think of them as a bridge between digital assets or crypto space and mainstream investors. So these guys bring on board mainstream investors and give them crypto exposure without direct ownership. Back in 2021 bull market, the assets under management for these guys were around $50 billion. And they just launched this AI fund, and they're currently holding 5 different coins. You may be familiar with some of them. So this was the weights here are on the right hand side, and this was as of the 22nd of August. We've got Filecoin, Near, Render, LivePeer, and Bittensor. The thing that caught our attention was this smallest slice of the pie. What could be this smallest slice of the pie? Indeed, it's TAO, Bittensor. And you remember the symbol, you'll see it a lot from us. So currently Bittensor, or as these 22nd of August, it constitutes 3.9% of the whole AI fund from Grayscale. Okay, so AI is getting bigger. The pie is proving basically. But what else is going on for crypto AI specifically? Alright, so here's what we know so far. We know that the main cycle narrative is indeed AI. We've got easier upcoming economic conditions and higher liquidity being injected into the cycle, as Jerome Powell, the Fed chair, indicated in his last meeting. So they will start cutting rates come September. We've got an aligning crypto and Bitcoin cycle, i.e. some kind of a bull market and a top expected between Q2 and Q4 2025. And specifically for Bittensor TAO, we've got really strong project fundamentals. It's some kind of an AI talent and infrastructure black hole that sucks in all the good and top talent from AI. We've got retail and recently institutional backing from Grayscale, as we've showcased. Top AI talent and Grayscale are coming in, and hopefully this attracts other institutional investors. And we'll get the snowball effect. So the question then becomes, what's the cost of missing out on such an opportunity? So the cost of missing out has a capital T in it, and that's yes, in US dollars terms. It's a whopping negative 1.19 trillion USD opportunity cost of missing out on this opportunity. That's assuming an average market share for AI, global AI, of $1.37 trillion by 2030. The current market share is around $184 billion for global AI. Here are some market share projections that were made by different analysis firms and intelligence firms. We've got 1.03 trillion by 2030 from Global Data Information Services, and this is just for the generative AI market. We've got a projection of 1.3 trillion from Bloomberg Intelligence by 2032 and 1.8 trillion by 2030 from Grandview Research. So quite an optimistic projection here. So if we take in the average, we've got a 1.37 trillion from where we are today. That's around a 9 to 10x. And these are the projections. If you wanted to dive deeper and look at the sources, go ahead. And you could see the CAGR here, the compounded annual growth rate, is more than 30% yearly for global AI. That's huge. So you may ask, how can we ride this AI tsunami? And indeed, it's an upcoming tsunami. So you either ride this tsunami, or you do nothing, you stay at the beach, or you drown. So your choice. To ride this tsunami, you must choose the winning horses, the AI winning horses. We've broken down into 3 different pillars here. Because as you know, not all AI tokens were created equally. This applies to other tokens in different narratives. First of all, evaluate fundamentals. You need to have strong use cases in the project, clear value propositions, and the project needs to solve a real problem. Second of all, assess community and adoption. You need to have a growing social base, increasing developer activity, and interest from bigger fish. This last one is key, especially for us at PriceDetector. We need to know that institutional backing or institutional interest is getting triggered for a certain project. And this is the case, or started to be the case, for Bittensor TAO since Grayscale came on board. And this was what triggered the set of slides that we've prepared for you today. Last of all, examine market potential for the project. Examine potential from a whole total crypto market cap and percentage of that market cap that the project can capture. And if it's in AI, examine the AI market share for that project as well. Which horse did we pick? Bittensor TAO. This is our main conviction play. So what is Bittensor TAO? It's a project aiming to be a decentralized leader for AI, a huge incentive mechanism to build the best AI project. So whatever idea you can come up with can be just a subnet at Bittensor and just a sub-project within Bittensor. The current market cap is around $2 billion. Simon Kidd, which if you're not familiar with, he's an investor and pilot. He did a fantastic job at exploring the potential TAO market cap, and valuations are at the top of the cycle. We recommend you check out his work on YouTube and on X Twitter. So thanks again for joining this. We hope this was helpful and insightful. Follow us for more at PriceDetector. Our main value propositions here, as you'll see, is providing you with the best technical analysis out there. It's scientific, it's systematic, it's methodical. We focus on a set number of cryptocurrencies that we think will lead. Thanks again for joining. This was Joseph from PriceDetector. We'll see you soon.